Hello, Grant community. Good evening. As I come to you this evening, pay attention to me as we are going to uh, exhaust the situation right now in the grants ecosystem. Please, for some of you that usually call me negative or I'm always negative, all the positive people, please gather here. Let me remind you of certain things in the grant space and then school you if you can listen to me right now because I am going to expose a lot of things that is currently playing out in the ground space. Note this, nobody need this money more than me because I spent so money for years for this same grant. So you that, especially you that are just coming in thinking that, oh, you've arrived, calm down. Let me school you. Let me explain the situation of things in the grant community. I've been here for a very long time and I read in between the line. The problem is that you are unable to read in between the line what is currently going on, and that is why you usually see me as a negative person. But all the same, let me remind you of some certain things. Thereafter, we'll dive into the current situation right now that would blow your mind and that will shock you in the grant community. Stay with us. You see, I keep saying that these people are in for their personal gain. Like I said, let me remind you people, it is in this same grant community that they came giving us 4 days at mountain for a disbursement to happen, and that IMF they are angry, the international body they are angry that it's 4 days that they gave to federal government, and they are very angry with federal government before disbursement will kick off. As if that wasn't enough. I don't want to go back. I just want to uh, remind us the recent stuff that happened, as if that wasn't enough. They told us that staff, about 5 representatives, are going to sign a document for disbursement to kick off. Up till now, nobody knows who and who traveled. No picture anywhere, no information anywhere, both in Google, anywhere, nobody knows. Some people are saying some of them came back, some of them are still coming today. Up till now, nobody knows. Let me remind us that this same Pastor Donald Abasi came out because they involved him directly to one extortion that was going on. I believe that money didn't get to him. That was why he came out immediately to debunk that he's not a party to that collection of that particular money. The same him came out when they involved Apostle Ken Wakama. He said that people shouldn't pay. Now, they said 28th of this month disbursement will kick off. Reaching that, before that 28th, they said extortion should stop on the 26th. Before 26th, Donald Abasi came debunking that extortion should continue because the pressure was reducing, the amount of which people were coming in to pay for him was reducing. He came out engineering the people to keep paying. For the past 9 years, people have been paying. Which kind of money that is there that will accommodate everybody that is paying? Now, that is not just the issue. I'm talking to the positive minds, those that are usually seeing me as a negative person in the ground space. You will learn, and you will learn the hard way. Watch out what will happen, because it's like your blood is hot because you are just coming into the ground space, not knowing that these criminals are strategists. They know how to strategize, they know how to get your mind, they know how to manipulate you to pay their bills. But you don't know. We know all these things. So stay with us. Let's dive into the event that happened between today and yesterday. We will not waste your time. So please exercise more patience. Before now, they told us that disbursement will definitely happen on the 28th. It was everywhere. The news was everywhere, all over social media. All of us were all here praying and trusting God for the events to happen successfully. But little do we know, yesterday, the secretary to Sanctuary Word came out telling the general public that disbursement, they didn't say that disbursement will happen. Let me read what happened, what the secretary of Sanctuary Worth Multipurpose Foundation said. The date was July 30th, which was yesterday, that whether he or she came out giving this update on the much awaited disbursement. Listen to me as I read through what the secretary came to tell the general public. After everybody waiting for a very long time, without them coming out, they just came out right now after they make so much money from people. They would have debunked when this news was out for the past 2 weeks. They would have debunked that they don't know about this 28 that these people are fixing for disbursement. But after that 28, they now came out to tell the general public that they did not fix the date. Meanwhile, all the people that fix the date, they usually link Apostle Ken Wakama to their voice note, that we should pray for Apostle Ken Wakama, that we should commit Apostle Ken Wakama into God's hand. They were pressing Apostle Ken Wakama, singing the praise of Apostle Ken Wakama. He never came out to say that this date they are saying that is not sure. Not until after the extortion that they came out to tell the general public. Stay with us as I go through what they wrote. Now pay attention to what they wrote. This later came after the debunk that they were not aware of the date of disbursement that was 28th July of this month, and they came up with this again for everybody to keep calm. Listen to what they wrote. I'm talking about the Secretary of Sanctuary Ward, UAAG, with this. Greeting to you, our dear X-Team subscribers. We consider it very expedient to reach out to you at this point with this information. 1. We commend your spirit of doggedness and trust in the process as expressed so far. We want to, at this point, make it clear to you that the process is almost completed now. 3. And please disregard any dates offered by anyone as the disbursement date. Let me take this again. And please disregard any dates offered by anyone as the disbursement date. Let me pause and explain this. You see, this date has been lingering, and it was so loud in the grant community. People were preparing, money was flowing in the grant community. People were collecting money, selling slot, and people were buying slot and all that. Nobody came out from the Sanctuary Ward or UAG to tell the general public that they are not in line with this date. But after the collection of money and a lot of havoc that happened in the grant community, they came out yesterday to give this update. Let's continue. We are busy working relentlessly Leslie, and we are confident to say that God has greatly helped us to this unique point. Again, we reaffirm our trust and commitment to UAG grants and sanctuary wealth. You can ask us about this. We cannot give assurance or information to you on any other grants that we are not here handling. Sorry. This clarification became necessary to put to rest all inquiries about what we know nothing about or their details. Lastly, you do not need to be in panic at this point. God is faithfully answering your prayers now. We sure will get back to you. We will surely get back to you shortly. This comes from the admin secretary of Sanctuary Word, Simeon Adachaba, working for Apostle Ken Wakama. All right, let's dive into another important event that happened in the grant ecosystem that is making me look confused. Pastor Abasio Korea today came out putting all blames to the government, and we are so confused at this point. Now the question is it the government that sent you to be collecting 30,000 naira, 50, 100, and 500,000? Because he came out recently telling the masses that they should keep on subscribing. When we dive into subscribe, he referred us, Pastor Donald, he referred us to the secretary, a lady that is taking care of the subscription for him. When we get there, the lady was giving us the amount we are to pay, starting from 30,000 naira up to 500,000 naira for 50 billion, or I don't know how much he said he will pay us in return. Is it the government that sent you to be collecting this money? People should ask Pastor Donald Abasiokore for me. If not the government, then he should get ready, because he will explain tire. He will explain and get tired. Him and Ngozi Israel, you guys will explain and tire. Ask yourself, why is it that Madam Jennifer is not speaking again? Why is it Apostle not speaking again? Why is it all these pastors are not speaking again? Some of them might have seen the truth.